Welcome, Dr. Nitin here. We are going to learn 12 different ways of using Copilot with teams to enhance collaboration. This is the second part of the video. In the first part, we have already seen how to use Copilot inside Teams chat, Teams channels, and calendar. This video is all about using Copilot with meetings. The second column is important. It shows whatever interaction you are doing with Copilot, who can see it? Only you or everyone else. This icon means others can also see it. Single person means only you can see it. Who are the others? Depends on members of chat or channel or participants in a meeting. So whenever you interact with Copilot as though it was a virtual person, we refer to it with a @ sign with a name. That is the time everyone else can see the output. Now we have joined a meeting. Facilitator is on. So if you go to the notes section in the meeting, you will see meeting notes. These are the notes automatically captured by Copilot. I'm seeing this message here because some people who are a part of this meeting do not have Copilot license. If you don't have Copilot license, those people can't see or edit notes taken by Facilitator. This icon is the Facilitator icon. This tooltip tells you notes are being taken. If you want to stop Facilitator note taking, click on the More button and turn off Facilitator. Also notice that transcription is on. So whatever I'm saying is getting transcribed in real time. But Copilot notes don't get captured in real time. Copilot listens to what people are saying, waits, and then every few minutes, it is going to update the notes. Notes taken by Copilot have this sparkle icon next to it. You can add, change, or delete anything which is written by Copilot. Now, how do you know who wrote what? So whenever you click on any sentence, you will see who wrote it. If I click on this one, it's telling me boss wrote it. Now suppose Copilot has written this. Instead of icon, I am changing it to the word button. Now what happens? When I click here, I will get two names. One is AI generated, the rest of the paragraph, and boss wrote the word button. So there is full accountability about who wrote what. During the meetings, we often have action items. For example, as a part of this video, the action item is whenever you create a meeting, you must enable or turn on the facilitator feature. That's an action item for every organizer in every meeting. So Copilot is not just taking notes. So when we talk about some action item, it is going to put it separately as a follow-up task. So as you can see, Facilitator captured the action item and it has put it separately. By the end of the meeting, you will have multiple such tasks suggested by Copilot. You can edit them or even delete them if they are irrelevant. But the only thing you have to do is to add the assignee, means who is the person who is supposed to do this, and the due date. You can have one or more people, and you can also include people who are from the organization, but they are not a part of this meeting. When you add a person who is not a part of the meeting, then it will give you this kind of plus sign. When I click on it, with your permission, it will share this task with you and it will appear in that person's assigned to me section under to do. One word of caution. I see a lot of customers signing up for some free note-taking AI tools. And then you have to give permission to those tools to your entire calendar and meetings. That's a very dangerous thing from a data leakage point of view. Please don't do that. These notes are very sophisticated and useful, and your data, whatever you're talking about, screen shared, discussion, everything is protected. Next, let's look at this Copilot button. During the meeting, click on it to open the Copilot Chat pane. This Copilot discussion is specific to the ongoing meeting. So what are the reasons you would want to use it? One of the commonest reasons is I came late for the meeting. I don't want to disturb everyone, but I still want to know what happened. recap the meeting so far. See how quickly they can get the hang of it and then actively participate in the remaining meeting. Suppose I was the organizer and this is a long meeting with some 22 agenda items. Halfway through the meeting, I want to know which agenda items are pending, so I can ask that to Copilot. As you already know, whatever you do in the Copilot pane, only you can see. Another use case is, let's say there is some topic being discussed, some new technology, some complicated word, and you don't know what it is. You can safely ask Copilot to clarify what that means and then participate in the discussion. These are just some of the suggestions of what you can ask Copilot during a meeting. Now, here is another interesting thing. I am no longer in the meeting right now. I am in regular Copilot chat. In this chat, when you scroll down, you will see chat history. The first item here is meeting recap. This is what was the discussion we just did inside the meeting. But because it is Copilot chat, that history appears in the regular chat history as well. The third place where you have Copilot is in Teams meeting chat. During the meeting, chat is always on. And if you go there with Facilitator on, this message comes automatically. So it's saying, I can answer questions for you, set a timer, and so on and so forth. How do you interact with it? @Facilitator. So I'm going to ask Facilitator, what are the benefits of using Facilitator? Whatever output comes will be visible to everyone in the chat. And finally, in every text box where you can type a message, Rewrite with Copilot is always available. So these are the different ways in which you can use Copilot during a meeting. Now, let's end the meeting and see how Copilot can help you after the meeting as well. After the meeting, you can go and view the recap. Click on the meeting, view recap. This opens a separate window. If you have recorded the screen, that will be visible as a video here. Right now, I was the only one speaking, so it is showing me when I was speaking. If there were multiple people, it will show you a graph for each person. It has also detected the topics which were covered and it's giving me a list of those topics. It's color coded and this is like a stacked bar chart. If I click on a particular topic, it will go to that point in the recording and start playing. It also creates chapters with thumbnails. You can download the video if required, but right now I'm going to close it and we are going to focus on the AI summary part. This is a combination of Facilitator Notes plus meeting chat. These are only the main topics. If you click on the chevron, then you will see the details. This is formal kind of minutes of meeting, but most customers have their own format of minutes of meeting. So I see many people copy pasting this in Word and then manually formatting it as per their needs. That's not required. What you can do is click on the custom summary option. Here we have two templates. One is executive report and the second is speaker summary. But that's just the beginning. The best option here is you can create your own template. For example, let's say my minutes of meeting is as per this format. So I just copy paste the headings here and then click on preview. So it's going to take the AI summary and reformat or recast it as per the requirements I have given here. Once you have refined this, you can save it and reuse this template in future. Now your template appears here. So in one click, you can get minutes of meeting exactly the way you want. Now let's say you did not attend the meeting and now you want to know what happened in the meeting. Maybe reading the AI summary will help you, but still you have some questions. That's why inside this recap, we have Copilot. This is Copilot Chat, but it knows this meeting specifically. As soon as you click on it, it anyway gives you a recap, but that's just the beginning. So I'm asking it to give me a list of topics and time spent, and Copilot gives you the output perfectly. So even if you did not attend the meeting, you're not missing out on the proceedings. As though this is not enough, we have audio recap. This opens a separate window. I'm going to play it at 1.5x.
The Copilot Meetings demo focused on how Copilot manages meeting interactions, note-taking, and action items with clear visibility controls.
Copilot's Facilitator feature streamlines automatic note capture and separates action items for follow-up with accountability built in.
This audio recap was just for the current meeting. But if you click on this button, you can select up to 8 recent meetings and create a combined recap as well. You can also change the style. Executive is like a podcast with two people speaking. Newscast is one and fast. And casual is two speakers and longer format. You can even create an audio summary in another language. So that's how Copilot helps you after the meeting. Now, the last thing I want to cover is meeting chat. Many people don't know that as soon as you create a Teams meeting, the chat is created. So you can start using the chat even before the meeting has started. As you must have guessed, in this chat, @facilitator is very much available and you already know how to use it. Similarly, the Copilot pane is also available and it understands the currently open meeting chat. So to summarize both part 1 and part 2, we have seen 12 different ways of using Copilot in the context of Teams. If you found this useful and valuable, please like the video, share it with everyone, and subscribe to the channel. If you want me to work with your organization to improve your efficiency using Copilot and Microsoft 365, do get in touch with me. My contact details are in the description. So that's it for now. See you soon in another video. Thank you for watching.